There are songs that undeniably define a generation. Some generations are more clear than others, as the general consensus for the 90s is more than likely going to be Smells Like Teen Spirit, the 80s more than likely being any Michael Jackson song from that era, and the 70s probably aligning with What's Going On by Marvin Gaye or Superstition by Stevie Wonder. Regardless of the decade, there's only a handful of candidates for each era, and it often feels like a conversation you can only have after the fact. And I think that's dumb. With that said, I'd argue 3 years into the 2020s, we already have a handful of songs that could truly stand the test of time and define our generation forever. And in my humble opinion, this song tops that list. And what has to be one of the most bizarre rises to fame, this song that was originally released in 2013 and loved amongst a smaller indie rock fan base for years, found new life on TikTok through a number of kids using it for meme purposes, or another strong portion of them using it to shed light on how existential and sad the lyrics are, opening up the floodgates of comments that praise the song for being their voice to their simultaneously sad, nostalgic, and happy feelings. And at the time, 8-year-old song had become an undisputed anthem for a new generation of kids, teens, and adults alike, who felt freer than ever when they heard the first 4 guitar notes of Freaks by Surf Chris.
What do you think the factors were that went into it blowing up again? Because it's obviously something people can latch onto.
The lyrics of the song are obviously about alienation and like feeling alone and afraid and like wanting love and acceptance, but also being terrified of it in a way. And that is what we are experiencing. Where just like every person is going through this collective trauma together. And it's interesting that our song just like tapped into something there.
Freaks by Surf Curse is one of the many songs to absolutely take over the platform that is TikTok, but most of those songs that had their moment saw their exit soon after, as Freaks continues to stream like it came out yesterday, gets the wildest reaction at Surf Curse shows, and is to this day used in the sounds of many videos across the internet for a very simple reason: relatability. The 2013 song re-released to streaming platforms in 2021 was absolutely skyrocketing somewhere right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic that initially called for a worldwide lockdown. And as we all know, that was a time of extreme isolation, loneliness, and fear. Adjectives that align perfectly with the lyrics of Freaks. While serving as a for the most part jovial, happy song sonically, it presents lyrics that reflect on feelings of alienation and feeling alone in a world of people who simply just want to understand. In a song that clocks in at just 2 minutes and 28 seconds, its 2 verses features a vast amount of emotions from the writing of Nick and Jacob, writing that is largely inspired by graphic novel Black Hole, the graphic novel that is at large about alienation. The first verse is the person not being able to properly articulate their need for acceptance and love, and their simultaneous fear of it. The fear purely stemming from possible rejection and ostracization for being a freak, landing him in a constant dreamlike state where his worries of ridicule and rejection disappear into thin air as he's alone with the one person he loves and trusts in this dreamlike state that serves as a sanctuary where judgment and fear no longer exist. It's It's in verse 2 that the writing presents brutal imagery that tips a cap to the Black Hole comic book series mentioned before, using imagery like parasites filling his head, more than likely representing the dark, repressed, negative thoughts that exist in his life on a day-to-day basis. But again, while this song is talking about the brutal reality that is his fears and loneliness, it is in the same breath a dream of being alone with his true love that provides a feeling of no longer being rendered an outcast, an outlier, a freak. A dream he loudly wishes he'll never wake up from, as it seems to be the only moment of peace he has. A feeling that I'd argue most who love the song completely empathize with. This song blowing up over the course of 10 years comes as no surprise to me. As the song grows, we grow with it and begin to reflect on how much it helped in a time when it felt like you were alone and no one truly understood you. That is, until the exact feelings you felt and couldn't really explain are screamed over the fast-paced surf rock record. While there are people who have known and grown with this record for years now, there is also a new generation of people just finding the song as we speak, and will grow with it just as those before them did. And that alone could make Freaks by Surf Curse one of the top candidates for being the 2020's generation-defining song. But it's on that list for a multitude of reasons, including uniting a large group of people and letting them know they're not alone in their constant struggles with loneliness, the on and off depressive states we go in, the need for love and simultaneous fear of it, anything that really comes with growing up. This song, over the course of 10 years now, has let its listeners know they are not alone in feeling like a freak.